Welcome into another edition of the Leadership Library, hosted by CEO and author Rocky Romanella. Rocky is the author of the book Tighten the Lug Nuts, The Principles of Balanced Leadership, and has over 40 years of business experience as a prominent member of the UPS Supply Chain Solutions team, as well as the CEO of Unitech Global Services. So sit back, grab your notebook, and take a seat, and get ready for this edition of the Leadership Library.
Welcome to the Leadership Library podcast. I'm your host, Rocky Romanella, and this is the beginning of Season 6. Before we begin Season 6, I want to take a moment to thank two wonderful people who have helped me throughout this journey. My audio producer, Andrew Romanella, and video production, as well as all of the graphics, Jane Elwell. Outstanding two individuals who have helped us so much along the way, and I wanted to take a moment just to say thank you for them as we begin Season 6. As you know, in Season 5, we talked a little bit about songs that I love and how lyrics and songs are such an important part of opportunities for us to, have that conversation with people and use those lyrics to help maybe punctuate something or as an example of something. I always talk about Hotel California. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. That's us as leaders, right? We can check out anytime we like, but you can never leave, right? Well, I had an opportunity to go see a wonderful play called A Beautiful Noise. It's the Neil Diamond musical. It's gripping. It's uplifting. It's just a great musical. And it's about the legendary singer Neil Diamond. Now, of course, Neil Diamond's had some great songs. Sweet Caroline, America, Crackle and Rosie. But there's one song I love, and I just love the 4 words in the topic of it, in the title of it. It is, I Am, I Said. And think about that as a leader. Now, obviously, the song is written for him and things that were going on in his life. But for me, I love that title, I Am, I Said. Think about that from a leadership point of view. If you are who you say you are, I am who I said I was going to be, then you become that authentic leader. Think about that for a second. Am I that leader that walks the talk? Am I that leader who talks about values, talks about ethics, talks about, who we are, what we stand for as an organization, but no one ever sees me doing those things, right? I said, but am I that individual? And I think that topic should remind us all that our people who are listening to what we say, but watching what we do. And I think that's such an important thing to think about and such an important skill to have as a leader. I am, I said. I am the person who said all these things, and I walk the talk. When I get out inside an organization, when I walk around one of my buildings, and when I'm out there among all the people in my care, the things that I've spoken about. Now, look, we're all good at talking about the things that we're comfortable talking about. We can talk about whether it's in a one-on-one meeting, whether it's in a staff meeting, whether it's in a quarterly town hall meeting. Those things are somewhat scripted. They come from the heart in many cases. But the key is, do I walk the talk when I'm out there? If I talk about treating people with dignity and respect and I go visit a building, do I take the time to know who the people are in that building? I remember when I had the opportunity to visit our facilities, before I went, I would call that manager in charge of that facility. Tell me a little bit about your people. Who's your highest seniority person? Who's done something recently that you want to recognize? Who's your newest employee? Who's the person that is that informal leader? And that way, when I got a chance to walk around and I met people and someone would say, hi, I'm so-and-so, I'd say, oh, wait a second, you just joined our organization. How are you doing? I hope you're enjoying your time here. So I think it's so important for all of us to think about those 4 words. I am, I said. And think about, am I that leader? Am I walking the talk as the leader? If you get a chance, it's a great play. I love Neil Diamond songs. I think, let's face it, Sweet Caroline's got to be one of the number 1 songs out there for weddings right now, right? If you go to a Ranger game, they're singing Sweet Caroline every time they score a goal. So great songs, great play, but keep that in mind as a leader. I am, I said. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of the Leadership Library. And I got to tell you, our downloads are off the chart. I'm ecstatic to see the number of people that download on all different venues. So thank you once again for your loyalty. Thank you once again for listening. And if there's any topics that you want to hear, please feel free to reach out to me on our website. Once again, thank you. And I said.